All right, time to check in on the top business story of the day. BNN's Jameson Berkow joins us. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Ben.
All right, say it with me. Softwood lumber.
Softwood lumber.
So
Is that going to solve the problem?
This is the biggest story of the day.
It is going to be the biggest story of the day, the week. Depends where it goes from here. It could be the biggest story of the next few years, Ben, because it's going to be a big problem.
But it seems, I remember decades ago, we went through almost this exact same thing with the Americans crying foul, our government defending us, going to the world tribunals on this, and then it coming back in favor of Canada, the Americans saying, well, we're still upset.
And then it happened again, and then again, and then again.
But, okay, so what's going to be different this time?
Well, this time, we're going to try and use the same tactics, right? You said we go to the international tribunals. We're clearly going to do that again because it worked to our advantage the last few times. But the problem this time is that the United States administration, the new president down there, Donald Trump, not a big fan of the NAFTA dispute resolution mechanisms, not a big fan of the World Trade Organization. So even if Canada does get a positive decision in our favor, very much in line with the historical precedent, there's no reason to think that the United States would just accept that decision and then the crisis is solved. So we kind of have this wild card now with how we progress from here. We're going to try and certainly go to the international tribunals, but now we have to consider much more aggressive things like shifting our whole strategy to supply Asia or possibly even, reconfiguring economic ties or even retaliatory tariffs, all of these things that need to be on the table now that maybe didn't have to be before.
But if you guys over at BNN are reading the tea leaves, where do you think we go from here?
Well, we already know that there's going to be another investigation result from the Commerce Department in June that could result in even more tariffs. So the trouble is, Ben, and I have difficulty predicting this because it's one of those situations where the dominoes start falling and you really have a difficult time where you end up. In fact, just a few moments ago, the Commerce Secretary down south made a point of saying in a TV interview down there that I don't think this is the start of a trade war with Canada. And that seems like a difficult situation where you have to say that in the first place.
Yeah.
Certainly, we all want to avoid that, but as soon as you say it out loud, people start to think, are we at risk of that?
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right, well, thank you very much for this. And you can follow how this story develops today on BNN.